Hey, it's David Farmer, and today we're going to be talking about Google Ads and the progression towards automation. So, I talk to dealers all the time, and one of the things that they're always looking at is how to maximize what they're getting out of Google Ads. I was actually recently asked to sit in a presentation from a website provider to a dealership, and one of the things that they were reviewing as a benefit of their service is the fact that they have created a way to dynamically create ads for individual monthly ad specials, such as, let's say, a Hyundai Sonata for $199 a month, and then their system would automatically sync that with Google Ads, and then you'd have an advertisement that is for $199 a month for a Hyundai Sonata. In theory, that sounds really good. And 10 years ago, brilliant idea to be able to have data-driven ads inside of Google Ads to be able to get the right content in front of the right people. Now, Google Ads has transformed tremendously over the last 10 years. And today, that's what I want to be talking about is what can you do from a dealer's perspective, looking at your Google Ads account, what are some things that you could be looking for to make sure that you're getting the most out of Google Ads for your dealership's website, to getting the most amount of quality traffic to your dealership website that is going to convert into a lead. One of the main reasons to have a website, right? Yes, it's good to have a website that's going to be a brochure for your dealership, but you really want to make sure that you are converting those website visitors to leads, creating that opportunity for dialogue, and ultimately that face-to-face opportunity to sell a car. So today, let's look at some key areas inside of Google Ads on where you should have your Google Ads account optimized for these individual areas. The first thing I want to talk about is vehicle listing ads. Now, vehicle listing ads, I'm sure you've probably seen these ads before. We've talked about it over the last year plus on this channel. And one of the reasons is last year, March of 2022, they came out of a beta solution into a product that Google Ads offers car dealerships. And they've recently actually expanded this into other areas. So if you're watching this and you're an RV dealership or a motorsports dealership, you should also be looking at these vehicle listing ads where you can use VIN-based vehicles incorporated into vehicle listing ads. Vehicle listing ads are going to be individual, basically display ads that are going to show at the top of a Google search results listing, and it's going to click through right to your dealership's VDP on your dealership's website. This is a great way to get those get customers that are actively searching for inventory that you have and get that customer to your vehicle display page. And actually, let me go ahead and share my let me try that again. Let me share I'm going to share my phone screen. Give me just a second here. Let me get this pulled up in a way that is going to allow me to show what I want to show. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and share my phone screen so you can see right, where is it? There. You can see the vehicle for sale. So these are the vehicles for sale advertisements. These are sponsored ads. It's another thing that Google Ads has changed. They used to call it ad. Now they call it sponsored content. And this is all part of the changes where Google has moved over to more of an automated system. So Google automation is that's basically everything that we're going to be talking about is that Google automation for advertisements. So you can see right here that we are looking at vehicles for sale. And you can see that we have images for the individual vehicles. And one of the things that you'll want to notice from a car dealer's perspective is you're going to want to make sure that the images are optimized for vehicle for sale listings. One of the things Google does not like is any signage. So actually, if and actually, let me see if I can find this, and I'll just let's see if I can find. There's a great page here. Yeah, this is it. This is going to show what is vehicle onboarding image guidelines. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and swap. Let me share my Mac screen real quick. So you can see here, this is a vehicle ads image guidelines. You can see right here, this is the image for the vehicles for sale. You can actually even see where it shows ads, which have recently changed to sponsored content. And then down here, they're going to have what is allowed for images to be used inside that feed for VLAs. And you can see one of the things that they don't want is they don't want any type of overlaid watermarks. They don't want any superimposed logos or overlays. They don't want any blank new arrival type of generic content coming in, and they don't want any modifications on the license plate or the vehicle parked in front of a dealership. Other vehicles in the main image. They don't want any the back of any images. So these are multiple different things that they don't want. So let's talk about what you can have. Or the way that you want to optimize the content. So the way that vehicle listing ads work is Google Ads providers such as us, we're going to get inventory from multiple sources. That source that inventory is coming in from, we have the ability to create a merchant data feed. So basically an inventory on Google that's available for the vehicle listing ads. And when you're setting up that catalog, we can call it, that inventory, we want to make sure that the right image is going to be in that first position for Google to use in the VLA ads. In this example that we see right here, I think what you see here on the vehicle on the left from Audi Tampa is a very good example of an image that you're going to want to use. It is a vehicle that's framed nicely. Doesn't have a dealership behind the vehicle, so Google's not going to clip the image. It does not have an overlay, and it's the right beauty shot, meaning the passenger side facing towards the right. Then you can see here, right next to it, there's another vehicle, but it's that first image. I mean, it's the front of the car image, not so appealing to really see the vehicle for what it is. And you can see as you look at other vehicles, you're going to want to make sure that they are set in a way that is going to make the best out of the vehicle. Now you can also see here's some examples of other images where Google actually has seen the dealership's logo in the image, and it will dynamically clip it. And it doesn't look as good, right? There's a white area in the top, white area in the bottom. It's not a full image. You can kind of see the difference there between one that's clipped and one that's not clipped. So those are some examples of vehicle listing ads and how you want to utilize them. That is something to take into consideration. So today we're going to be talking about Google Ads. One of the automated features to be able to utilize Google Ads today in 2023 is to utilize the vehicle listing ads. It's going to start with your dealership's inventory, and it's going to be available to be placed inside of the vehicle listing ads, which will show up as search results pages right at the top on mobile devices, like I just showed you. It'll also show up on desktop devices, tablet devices, and these vehicle listing ads are about to become much more important because they're going to be part of the Performance Max campaigns. So this is something that Google has just recently announced, that the Performance Max, which has been out for, I want to say, a couple years at this point. Vehicle listing ads has been out for a year. They're going to bring them both together, where that shopping campaign is now going to be part of the Performance Max campaigns, which allows Google to automate where those vehicle images are going to start to show up. And you might even recognize it right now is when you do searches, especially on a mobile device, and you look at the search results listing page, you'll see in some cases that the vehicle listing ads are right up on top, and sometimes they're halfway through, and sometimes they're in multiple places throughout that search results page. So Google is experimenting with where they can utilize the vehicle listing ads. So that's a little bit about VLA. The performance that we're getting is absolutely incredible, where we've seen CPCs as low as like 50 cents for the vehicle listing ads. So if you're keeping track at home and things that you want to look at in your Google Ads account, look at the cost per click for your vehicle listing ads. That's one takeaway that you can have from this video, is looking at what that is. We're seeing that between as low as in that 50-cent range, sometimes a little bit over $1 in other areas, depending on the manufacturer, depending on the used cars, depending on the additional competition in the marketplace, but a very good way. So you should be doing VLA, and it should be optimized with images, and you should be looking at the overall CPC. Now, there's some tricks to get the CPC, the cost per click, that low in how you're setting up that campaign. If you're interested in learning what those secrets are, give me a call. I'll be happy to chat with you about how we do the vehicle listing ads. Now, let's go ahead and go on to the next section, which is going to be Performance Max campaigns. So I just mentioned those a moment ago, Performance Max campaigns. I'm going to go ahead and share my Mac screen again real quick. You're going to see that this has actually been just recently updated, this vehicle listing ads, Performance Max campaigns landing page on Google, Google for Retail. And this goes through all of the information about the Performance Max campaigns. There's a great video you can watch. Let me go ahead and turn the audio down on this. Play this in the background as I'm chatting real quick. So the Google Performance Max campaigns, what they allow marketers to do, car dealers and others, allows marketers to utilize the Google platform with one ad type to advertise automatically in all of the different platforms. They're going to bring up different examples of where that's going to be, but that's going to be on Google Search, it's going to be on YouTube, it's going to be on Google Maps, it's going to be on Google Discover, it's going to be on Gmail, Google Business Profile. So these are all different areas that you can get your ads. Let me go ahead and pause it right here. So this is where you can get your ads on Google from one campaign. So if it were me starting a brand new Google Ads account today, I would be looking at heavily investing in the VLA campaigns and the Performance Max campaigns. And starting, I think, July, they're going to start merging those. So your vehicle listing ads are just going to become Performance Max campaigns. Some of the great benefits of the way the Performance Max works is that you're able to add a lot of different content for the different ad set, which is going to include images, it's going to include videos, it's going to include text, it's going to include titles, descriptions, landing page URLs, all of those different assets built into the one campaign, and then Google Ads automation is going to place those ads where appropriate. Great news about this is that it's very inexpensive from a CPC standpoint, and if you get this built out in the right way, you can get great results from Google Ads. Now, this is a perfect example of why having a campaign that's built on doing data-driven content like that Hyundai ad is not a good idea. With Google automation, let me come back here. With Google automation, it utilizes these automated bidding strategies for the Performance Max, for the vehicle listing ads, and then for any other type of campaign that you can build in Google Ads, is you have a choice on how you're going to optimize for the bidding. There's automated bidding strategies, which is a Google Ads best practice to use to make sure that your content is going to get in front of the right customers. And you can automate that bidding strategy multiple different ways. You can use, for example, return on ad spend. You can do a conversion value. You can do just maximize conversions. Multiple different ways to use this bidding automation. The challenge with bidding automation is every time that you make any major changes to a campaign, such as changing a monthly ad specials on a daily basis based on your dealership's inventory, it resets the learning for that campaign. Every time that you reset the learning for that campaign, it's going to make the overall cost more expensive, because Google then needs to retest and relearn how to make the best results for that individual campaign. The best case scenario is you get everything set inside that campaign and you don't touch it. You let it continue to work through, and you can make modifications to certain areas without resetting the learning, such as the extensions. You can make changes to the extensions, page extensions, which will show up in that ad as well, without re-triggering that learning. So I know I'm throwing a lot at you right now, but there's reasons why you want to be looking at your Google Ads campaigns and make sure that it is set up properly. And if you're looking at your cost per click, and if you're like some Google Ads accounts that I see, where your average cost per click is $3, $4, $5, $8, $10, some campaigns I've seen it more than $10, there's huge opportunity to drive that cost down and increase the performance. So anyways, looking today, vehicle listing ads, Performance Max campaigns. We've talked a little bit about that. We've talked about the automated bidding strategies and how you can be utilizing that. So if you're keeping track at home, again, write down, am I doing VLA? Do I have the inventory photos optimized? What is the bidding strategy that I'm using for that VLA campaign? What's my overall CPC? Are you utilizing a Performance Max campaign? Is that part? Do you have that campaign type in your Google Ads account? And then for all of your individual campaigns, what bidding strategy are you using? Are you using like a top of page or an absolute top, an automated bidding strategy like maximize conversions, maximize conversion value, or maximize return on ad spend? These are the types of tools that your Google Ads agency should be using to drive down your overall cost per click and increase the amount of conversions. The other thing I want to talk about today is the Google Business Profile. So Google Business Profile, and actually, if we kind of just go back to my Mac screen share real quick here, you can see that Performance Max campaign, we're going to advertise in YouTube, in Display, in Search, in Discover, in Gmail, and in Maps. And this Maps area here and in the Search is where you're going to have ads that are going to show up on your Google Business Profile, which let's go ahead and play this video real quick and we'll get to that part.
Search, Discover, and more. Expanding across channels ensures that you are reaching as many valuable customers as possible. It also helps you maximize performance with all the ad inventory and formats Google Ads has to offer. Performance Max combines your goals and inputs with the power of automation to help you.
See, again, they're talking about the power of automation. You can use the data to influence the decisions that the machine learning systems inside of Google Ads is using to present your ads to the right customer. So if you're not utilizing this, you're using Google Ads wrong. You're paying too much and you're not getting the best out of it.
You respond to dynamic shifts in consumer demand in real time. This allows you to invest where new conversion opportunities are, no matter which channel they're on. Creating and managing a Performance Max campaign is simple.
I
At the
see there's
same
another
time,
area in
it's
here that
important
was
to
talking about
provide
the Google
automation.
Business Profile. I'm going to go ahead and skip that right now. Let's come back here. So the Google Business Profile is something that you can be utilizing to increase your free traffic, organic traffic from Google Search and Google Maps. I've covered this in previous videos, but areas inside of the Google Business Profile that you should be optimizing for is making sure that you're posting images, you're posting content and URL links back to your dealership website. Those are inside the Google posts. We have an automated system that we can take your inventory and put that in your Google Business Profile, which is going to elevate your Google Business Profile to be served up more often based on utilizing those automated systems inside of the Google search systems. And that is the goal of the Google Business Profile, to have rich content in there, images, videos, posts on an updated, ongoing basis. Also make sure that you have your dealership's inventory in the cars for sale section of the Google Business Profile. These are free car listings. One of the things that many dealerships don't have is a URL link back to your dealership's website. So that's another thing, keeping track at home. Go to your Google Business Profile, look at the cars for sale section, open up one of those cars and see if you have a button that goes to your dealership website listing, your VDP. If you don't, give me a call. We'll chat about it. I'll share with you how we can get that set up so you can get more traffic out of that Google, those free car listings on your Google Business Profile, getting traffic to your dealership website. All of these things are going to make your Google Business Profile show up more often in search results, and then you can drive direction requests, phone calls to the dealership, and traffic directly to your dealership's website from the Google Business Profile. And with the Performance Max campaigns and the VLA campaigns, you can have advertisements on other dealers' Google Business Profiles. Really cool way to make sure that you're taking advantage of all of the placement opportunities when utilizing the right types of campaigns. And then to kind of finish this video today, because I know that I've been kind of covering a lot of information, VLA campaigns, Performance Max campaigns, maximize conversions, bidding strategy, talking about CPC, Google Business Profile, is also, as the Performance Max campaigns showed, Google Display and Google YouTube are two great advertisement platforms. Now, there's great ways to be able to create the right type of content for advertising on YouTube and on Google Display. What we recommend is utilizing YouTube not by just using your TV spots and throwing them on YouTube and hoping for the best results, but creating content specifically for YouTube today. That's going to be the right dimensions of the video ads, the right content to be able to be optimized for that point where a customer can skip your ad to make sure that you're getting the most out of those first few seconds. And then you have the ads set up in a way that is going to be able to create a CTA button to your dealership website with the appropriate landing page that's going to match the content. And we do the same thing for Google Ads, a retargeting strategy. So when customers visit your dealership website, we can get your ads on the Google Display Network and on YouTube to keep your dealership's name in front of these customers, and then ultimately click back through to your dealership's website. We could also utilize display and YouTube advertising for conquesting customers, to bring customers to you that you don't already have, and then get them into your full advertising ecosystem, which is going to include Google Ads, social media marketing, and other channels. That's it for me today. I appreciate the opportunity to always bring this content to you. You're going to find this video plus many others at entice.com.